So, you want to know how to sell your screenplay, huh? Well, you came to the right place, because I'm trying to figure that out too. Do you have the answers?
I've been working on my rewrite, that's right. I'm gonna change the ending.
Step 1. Come up with an idea.
So there was this one time where I was with my friend and we were talking and I felt possessed with my nose as my nose was bleeding, and it was like I could see flashing images of a parade in Houston, grassy knoll and stuff. I think JFK was possessing me. Well, I joked about it, saying, "Oh, JFK's possessing me. My nose is bleeding." But as time goes on, I think I'm getting possessed, dude, by JFK. It's kind of scary.
That's kind of a good idea for a movie, though.
Step 2. Write it.
It's just for working on my rewrite, that's right. And I'm gonna turn it into cash. I'll eliminate the pages where the father has a breakdown and he has to leave the family, but he really meant no harm. I'm gonna substitute a car chase and a race across the rooftops when the father saves the children and he holds them in his arms.
Step 3. Revise it. Show it to some friends, ask them what's wrong with it, and let them be absolutely cutthroat about it. So, what do you guys think?
Your story reminds me of, I think it's a Joseph Campbell term called a garbage fire. Yeah, that's what this script is, a garbage fire. It's like, is this story about the girl being possessed by JFK, or is it about her life with the friend in the asylum? I don't even know which characters to connect with, and I'm secretly hoping that they all have horrible fates at this point. I'm rooting for everyone to be miserable in this script.
Hollywood has no time for tears, so your friends need to be the same way.
I mean, add, subtract, redo. This is flawed from head to toe.
You know, when sometimes in movies the main character just grabs a gun and kills herself for no reason? I feel like that could help it.
Save the tears for the pillow. Once you ask your friends to look over it and tell you everything that's wrong with it, revise it. Then revise it again. Then revise it again. Revise it again. One more time just to be sure. And then one more time for that cherry on top. Step 4. This is the part that you have been waiting for. This is the part that you've been working towards, that you've been crying over. It's time to finally try to sell your script. So your first thought when thinking about where to sell your spec script would probably be, well, let me sell to Netflix. They have hundreds of originals and they're always coming out with new ones. But the truth is that Netflix originals aren't really that original. What they do is they acquire the rights to a television show and acquire the rights to air it only on their platform. Take Orange is the New Black, for example. Arguably their most famous original. It's written by people not affiliated with Netflix and it's produced by Lionsgate, and this is true of all their originals. Written by other people, produced by other companies. See, the truth about Netflix is that they only want finished products, wrapped up in a nice little bow and ready to go. You can sell to them as an amateur filmmaker, but not really as an amateur writer. What they're looking for in a Netflix original is a product that's already finished or being produced by someone else, not them, something that has a pretty good production quality, and something that already has some sort of following, which is why you see them taking TV shows that have been canceled and bringing it over to Netflix. So, as an amateur filmmaker, if you have a product that's already finished and a product that has a pretty okay production quality and something that already has maybe a cult following from a GoFundMe or some sort of following from a film festival or something, you're good to go. But for the rest of us who are trying to write and not produce, Netflix isn't really the best option. Because the truth of the matter is that Netflix doesn't want to do any of the work. They just want to take the credit for it. So, on to the next one. Now, a slightly less popular option would be maybe Hulu. They have a bunch of originals also, and someone has to write it. But the truth is that they don't really give the option for selling spec scripts. They have plenty of jobs, but they all have to do with the headquarters and the more business side of Hulu, and not really anything about writing. And if you look at the categories of the jobs offered by Hulu, writing isn't one of them. Talent is, but it's all about talent acquisition, not necessarily being the talent that they're looking for. Now, Hulu is slightly different from Netflix in that their originals actually kind of are original. They do sometimes go to other production companies to help them if they want a nice big production like, say, The Handmaid's Tale. But for the most part, things that they say are original pretty much are. So why isn't Hulu a good option? Like we saw on the website, there's no option for selling or submitting a spec script, and all of their shows come from people who are already established. So The Handmaid's Tale is made by people who had made other movies or other TV shows. Everyone in the writer's room had come from another bigger project. Hulu originals actually are original, but all of their productions come from people who are already established. So not really the best option for us. On to the next one. Now, Amazon's kind of like this shining beacon of hope in the very dismal world of trying to sell your spec script. They actually do accept amateur scripts, and they have this whole program where their talent acquisition actually does have to do with finding unheard of talent. Their guidelines are pretty straightforward and very close to what we're doing in class, and they had this wonderful program with their own script writing software where you could submit your script right there, right from the software. But as of 2 days ago, they stopped taking spec scripts from amateur writers. So the world got a little bit more dismal. So this is the point of the video where I would have included an interview if I could have gotten into contact with anyone who had tried to sell a script to an online entertainment company or had sold a script to an online entertainment company, but alas, I couldn't find anyone. But I did find a blog post by a man named Lou Ritter about his experience trying to sell to Amazon. So some quick backstory. He wrote a script, a historical drama about John Brown, a 19th century abolitionist, based on a book called To Purge This Land with Blood. He submitted it, he made it public, which means that members of the Amazon Prime community were able to read it and tell Amazon what they thought about it, and after 45 days, he received an email. Now, 45 days was the amount of time that Amazon used to give itself to respond to everyone who submitted before they stopped taking submissions. So 45 days go by, and he receives a really short, terse little email saying, "We're not interested." And that's it. A direct quote from his blog post that I wanted to include in this video is, "My biggest disappointment isn't that I haven't scored. It is the fact that none of the projects I've seen featured on them appear to be the work of an amateur, aka unknown writer. And the TV series and features promoted prominently on Amazon all appear to be the work of established writers," which is something that I myself noticed before I tried to submit and realized that they stopped taking submissions. It seemed that Amazon kind of gave writers a false hope, because like Hulu, although their stuff was really original and they produced it and they made it in their own studios, most of the stuff that was an Amazon original was written by people who were already established. So now that all three options of trying to get onto an online entertainment company as an amateur writer are absolutely shot, what is a writer supposed to do? Well, thanks to Brenda, we have some options. There are plenty of ways that you can try to start to establish your own career, and a lot of it involves contests and film festivals and programs for up-and-comers. These opportunities are incredible, especially contests and film festivals and programs that help you to network with people who are already established, with producers, with directors, with people who might want to actually produce your work and put it out there for the world to see, which is the point of all this, right? So you may not be able to sell directly to Netflix or Amazon or Hulu, but once you submit to a few contests or festivals or go to a few up-and-comer programs and you start networking and you build an established career, you could always come back and say, "Ayo, Netflix, make this shit." And they probably will. Or maybe not Netflix, because they don't make their own stuff, but "Ayo, Hulu, ayo, Amazon, make this shit." And they probably will. Because by then you'll be established.
I got it like you know when you're like going around your day and then you feel like a little burp, and so you like try, but actually a little vomit comes out.